Okay, water service. Water meter. Here's your water meter. Now the city pumps water on a tank up on the hill and puts pressure in the water. The water comes from the city about 125 psi. It comes through here. Now the meter gauges it, and you know that you can watch the meter and see if you have a leak. It'll spin on you. And then if it spins, it'll indicate. There's tenths of gallons and they measure by gallons. The big meter is gallon, the small meter is tenths. So the slightest measurement, the slightest leak, it'll show up on tenths. It might take 15 minutes to show because it's going to fill up a tenth of a gallon to show movement.
Oh,
and yeah. So you get the big dial to show gallons, and the little one that show tenths of a gallon. And you always got to watch out for black widows and snakes and frogs and everything that's critters down there. Okay, so now you can turn the water off righty-tighty. Right here, righty-tighty. Or to loosen it would be lefty-loosey.
Okay.
The old saying stands true to this day.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. Okay.
Keys are down there.
Yeah. Okay. Next place. So the water travels from the meter to the water service, which is at the house, which is water service to the house. And when water service comes into the house, this is 1-inch line, and here's the ball valve to shut the water off. On and off. And that shut the water off to the house.
Okay.
Here the water comes through and it's regulated. So it's 125 psi through here, and when it goes into the house, it's going to be 55, pretty much factory set about 55 psi. And if it's a 2-story building, you lose a half a pound per foot on elevation. So this is a single-story house, so they all have. Well, this is 2-story. They'll have maybe 50 pounds upstairs. And it's 3/4 bib, and then it's unregulated water, 1/2 inch to the irrigation right here. Okay, so that's how this works.
That's the irrigation line?
This is the irrigation line.
Okay.
So they have a leak in their irrigation, and they're able to control their irrigation without the integrity of the house, because they can shut the water off here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that keeps the water off to irrigation, so it doesn't affect anything to do with the house.
Right.
It's totally separate with its own ball valve.
Why is it smaller?
It's 1/2 inch. That's all you need. The volume of water for irrigation on a small zone like a front yard, you don't need any more than 1/2 inch. House water is a lot more volume, so that's why it's 1 inch, maybe throughout, and then smaller. So now to the bib.
Okay.
Okay, here's the drippy bib. It's leaking water, and they're gonna water the yard. Okay, this one's sweat on to the house. The bib is straight pipe from the house, and it's sweated on the bib right here. Sweated on. So the homeowner can't change the bib out and replace it. It's kind of like if the packing nut can't be repaired, and most of the time they can't, then you're stuck with a leaky bib.
So they just torch it off?
We're going to torch it off.
Today we're going to torch it off?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
We're going to do it right now. Okay, so we get the torch.
Maybe we'll watch this when we get home. To later tonight or something. Should be pretty cool.
Okay. So we're gonna make sure we have the fittings we need before we do the work. Which is, this is a male adapter right here, and this is a female adapter. Obviously it explains itself, so we don't know which one we're going to use yet. We're gonna go female bib. Okay?
Alright.
Female bib. Pretty basic.
Bib.
Female bib, male adapter.
Let me get a close up on those.
Okay. Okay.
Jeff's highly organized.
Small rag. Pipe. Rag, I think we got one in the truck. Okay. Okay, the way to approach this, water's off, out there,
Okay.
okay, we're going to drain the system, okay, that's draining. We're going to consider maybe a heat shield,
Okay.
if necessary. Got that. A torch. My size tip. This is too big of a tip. That's for bigger pipe. Change my tip. Because we want something that's not going to burn it up fast. So we'll go something like that. Probably plenty. Alright. What we'll do is we'll cut. We know there's water in there. And I want to get all the water to leave as fast as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off here.